What's going on, folks? You see the news. It is official. The WNBA is coming to Philadelphia. We don't know what a team name is going to be. None of that. Just saw the news this morning. Just getting a chance to talk about it. I'm excited. Now we're going to have something right here in Philly with the Sixers, with the Eagles, with the Phillies, with the Flyers. Perfect city. And I think that we are going to embrace it, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait till they come up with a name. I'm already seeing people putting posts up about what they think the name should be. I had a couple of ideas myself, but nothing is official other than the fact that in 2030, Philly is going to have a WNBA team. So they announced that, I guess that was this morning at 10:48 a.m., the WNBA is expanded to 18 teams over the next 5 years, with Cleveland, Detroit, and Philadelphia all set to join the league by 2030. Cleveland will begin play in 2028, Detroit in 2029, and Philadelphia the season after, assuming it gets approval from the NBA and WNBA Board of Governors. That's very important. We'll get to that in a second. Toronto and Portland will enter the league the next year, I'm assuming, in 2031. Now, I want to pause right here that assuming it gets approval from the NBA and WNBA Board of Governors. Now, the NBA part is what's important because that's what's bringing it to life, and that's also what could tear it down in a half a second. Because even with the current popularity and what's going on right now, if the NBA says they don't want it to happen, it ain't going to happen. So all of that stuff that Fee and some of the ladies was talking about, how much power they have and how much leverage they have when it comes to the CBA, not as much as you think, because the NBA is still controlling most of it. And that's what people have to come to grips with. Now, the NBA understands and they can see the potential with everything that's happened with Caitlin Clark, all this rise in popularity, that's bringing in money because the main input into the league as far as financials is endorsements deals, is media rights. The endorsements and the right to charge the media, the TV companies, the cable, the YouTube, all of that type of stuff. That's how the leagues make money. That's how the leagues make money. You look at the NFL, each team in the NFL, each owner, I believe, gets like $305 million from media rights alone. That's why the NFL will charge these companies $10, $15, $20 million for a 30-second commercial during the Super Bowl, because they're bringing that type of viewership. So when everybody's bitching and moaning, all of these players like Angel Reese and like what's the name in Seattle, Skylar Diggins, and among others. And I know there's others, I'm forgetting them right now, but look at the players in the league, starting with Angel Reese and going down. Who are the top 10 biggest influences on social media? Then you got to ask the question, can they turn those social media followers into viewers of the league? Because I think the misconception is just because you got 1 million followers on TikTok that all 1 million of those people, all 1 million of those followers are going to watch you on the WNBA, on Ion, on Prime. And it doesn't work that way. You know, you do not have a one-to-one translation of viewership. So why are the Chicago Sky Games, the viewership as low as it is when Angel Reese has got like 4 million people following her on various social media? Because the relation, it doesn't translate one-to-one. But it's growing, and they got to figure out ways to continue to make it grow. Because now, how long is this new CBA media rights deal going to last? Because now they got that $2.2 billion, and that's great with the existing teams they have now. Now you adding 5 more teams, 6 more teams, whatever. What's it going to be? You got Detroit, Cleveland, Philly, Portland, Um, who else did they say? Toronto. You got Golden State. So you get what, 6 more teams? And I know I'm forgetting somebody. So you got 6 or 7 more teams that are going to be added. So what that means is that 2.2 billion that's sitting up there now is going to shrink because you got to distribute it more. But you also have the potential. You're going to have more fans watching. Your fan base is growing because now all of these little girls, pay attention to all of them little girls. Now, this is the one thing the WNBA is doing right. All these little girls that signing autographs, and Kelsey Plum finds the girl that's a Caitlin Clark fan and gives her a Kelsey Plum jersey. The fact of the matter is, the important thing is that's a little girl, 7, 8, 9 years old. How old is she going to be when she in 5 years from now? 13, 14, 15 years old. Now they got something to look up to. Now they got something to aspire to. I want to play in the WNBA. That didn't exist a while back, or at least it wasn't in the public eye. We know how long the league has been here, but now you're in the situation where these girls will be able to grow up and have a legitimate shot at making good money playing basketball. It was always there with tennis. It was always there with golf and other sports, but not necessarily with basketball. Now you got it, and it's coming to Philly.